Excellent. Right, hello and welcome back to High Fleet on hard mode. So, we are 58% of the way through the game. Now, I would say we're a bit further than that, but yes, the Hellfire is dangerously close to Kiva. And again, I think the move here is, assuming we've got enough money, to just go area to area and just clean house. Get as much as we can from everything and everywhere there. That's exactly what we have to do here. If we're able to, we probably then want to... Yeah, I would probably then, with Kiva, just, like I said, take as much as we can here. Even possibly repair before we go in. There is a repair station here. Might be advisable to use that before we run in. But absolutely, this is what we want to be doing before we head in. Repairs on the Hellfire are still very much underway. How badly damaged are we looking? Mind you, of course it won't. That's showing what it's gonna be like when it's finished. Let's have a look at the actual thing here. It does look pretty good, in all fairness. But while we're waiting, we will be focusing more on this group here. I think. Mind you, I think I've just put them on repairs as well. Right. We probably want to move. I think it would be advisable to go straight over to here the moment that we suspect anything that might be going off there. Right. We're gonna go. Probably at the right time as well. It looks like they're about to send more fighters our way. I think that hit the active protection. I really wish you could shoot the bombs out of the sky as well, but unfortunately not. I think the Gepard took a hit there. And this is why we're not just sending, say, for example, the Gepard in as a strike group, obviously. With things as they currently are, yeah. Where are they? Above, of course. I am surprised they're alive. Right. They're destroyed. Lovely, lovely. Nearly at the end. Ow, that's the gladiator then, saying hello. There we are. Yeah, that gladiator already then just nearly worked through some of the armour. We're of course going to go for the veteran gunner there. We'll try for the crew protection. Yeah, we got it. And we can get this and this. We will go for... Actually, we'll have to go for the ammo first because that's about to pop. Get the fuel. Right. Okay, they're saying that this is a... the eclipse is a punishment for blasphemy. And it's because the governor's men have renounced the faith. We are for the faith. And we'll tell them that they're right. If this is an unreasonable amount... oh, it's going to take hours though. Let's get a bit done. Get some of these areas patched up while we refuel. We have a bunch of 57 mils and a 130 mil cannon. I think the 57s are for the wingman. But we can get rid of the 130 and we can get rid of this rocket launcher. We don't need a full tank, we just need enough to get to the fuel storage. Take about 60% worth. But we do have this intel now, which is very useful. So, strike group, where are they? Not up here. Not down there. That's them there. So they're heading over here. Right. We need to consider our options then. We're going to need to launch a strike on the units here. Especially now that they can be using, now that they can potentially be using things like armor-piercing rounds, we need to take every advantage we can get and try to cripple them when we can. Ooh, that was a good smack. Right. We're going to have to go over that strike group's onto us. I think we've lost one of the aircraft at one point. I would leave the longbow behind, but since we're moving the tanker forward, I don't want to be leaving a ship behind. Those are armor-piercing rounds. Shit. Right. The Gladiator, MRL. So we want to take out this Nimrod more than anything else. So much so, I'm going to shoot right at it now. Nearly got him. Is that a... No, it's not the Nimrod. That is a gladiator. That. Ow. Yeah. It's the gladiator... No, what? No, I think it was a gladiator that was firing the AP. Well, we've got his underside. Let's really shred this one. Oh, armor piercing. There. Right, let's hit him. Got him. Next gladiator. Got him. Much, much better. Right, Nimrod. Slightly to the side of the centre. Right, that's the right side engine. Oh no, it didn't quite get the engine, but it's nearly gone. Just keep hammering it, it'll go. I think it's losing thrust already, yeah, there we go. Much better. We'll go for gunner. Get crew protection and... there. Okay, whatever. Not great, but we can't land that. That's not taking any damage. If we're lucky here, we might land it between the 107 and about 57. We're missing an engine on the left side. Sort of close-ish. Oh, why are we suddenly going so quick left? Come on. And now we've... It's like got loads of understeer. You know, you start moving it and it does nothing, 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 nothing. And then it does it all at once.
Touchdown confirmed. Structural damage received. Engine lost.
Just at the very end it keeps catching the legs on those bits jutting up and it just sends it veering off that. There's no major damage done to this and yet it seems to really hate landing. It's not great at it.
300 meters.
There's probably some explanation to this if I were to look in the shipworks, but well, again it might just be the... I'm just looking at the ship now in the top left. I think there is actually a reason to it spiralling a bit. I think it's missing one of the engines in the top left. That's probably as good as this is going to get.
Landing complete.
Yep, that's as good as that's going to get. would it take? It could probably land at that point. Whatever. Just get them repaired. Are there any jets available for this? Doesn't look like it, no. Oh well. Aircraft rockets. How much? 50 each. Hang on. Yeah, we've already got a few, so it's already filled up a bit. I'm not going to buy that many, but we can buy like a grand's worth, just refill. I think that they use multiple per trip. I assume they do because they're fairly cheap.
Visual contact.
What can we send here? Oh, yeah, mine are the blue ones, theirs are the green ones, and they're dead. Would you believe it that we murdered them all? Meanwhile, while that's happening, down here we are pretty much... We're doing alright with repairs. Up here we can get some tactical data. Nomad. What else did we learn? Missile carriers, missile carriers, wow, Christ. Just nothing, but we want to clear all of those before we start the final bit. Right, we really do. It might be worth, when we get here, going here, 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 to here, to here, to here, back down here, and then across. And then going along the top here, and around. Possibly even clearing this one, and maybe even here. But it's going to be worth it. The more we clear out, the easier it's going to be afterwards. Right. What are we looking at then here? The Wasp is nearly fine. If that is a Nomad that's sitting there, when we get here, we probably just want to use this intel, refuel, and leave. We can't take on a Nomad. The Hellfire can absolutely obliterate a Nomad, as it can obliterate every single thing in the game, but that group can't. Right, I would also argue that it's no longer really as important to go and try to pick up this intel and then maybe, I don't know, get some fuel here and meet up by travelling here. We'll just go straight over this way. Even to the point where I would say just go to Galid over here. Is it Galid or Galed? I'm going to say Galid. When in doubt, go with your gut. Right. Close to being ready. If we wait that next few hours, yeah, there we go. We might be able to get a bit more intel before we leave. Ah, we're getting somewhere. Right on the End of the spectrum, maybe? No, a little bit before, okay. This direction. En route. Dear Paran. Cargo uranium. Repairs are complete. What intel did that give me? Aircraft carrier group. Nice, okay. Parandianarad. And there's another one going up. There's every chance right now that we catch a bunch of cargo ships. Ooh, yeah, that's a nasty garrison. This is why we'll need to, basically, when we get to the end, we need to try and clear out as much as possible. As I mentioned, everywhere we go to can give us reinforcements at the end. But not if we're constantly having to send loads and loads of ships to it. Right, this is... yeah, that thing's really bugging me. Shooting, getting plunging fire onto my missile battery. Can quickly grab that. Try and get some crew protection on. Grab this. Right, any strike group will now be going down toward that other group. The growing cold. We cannot afford this. We really can't. I don't know if that's going to have repercussions later. I'd be surprised if it didn't. We are going to send some... ah yeah, so we need 5 rockets to be able to launch strikes. So we're correct in buying a few. So each strike is basically going to cost 250 per fighter. Right. I think they've got some prize ships there as well. Very nice. They're really going for that one, aren't they? I think I prefer the bombs. I'll be honest, I think I prefer the bombs to that. They don't seem as accurate, even though they send way more of them. Oh great, and now here come their fighters. Ah, you little... The longbow's nearly destroyed, they all are. And we're going to struggle for this fight. I think it's most likely all going to come down to the Hellfire. Spending most of my ammo just shooting down missiles at this rate. I'm just going to have to take that out with the miniguns at this rate. Oh, we've got some hits, okay. Right, what have we got here? Ah, crap, a gladiator. And they're through the armour. Right, we need to get underneath. And I'm dead. It's the gladiator and that were a Nimrod and something there. Yeah, there it is, the Nimrod. And it's got AP. God damn it. Right. There's that Nimrod below. That's what's doing it. Each time it's this flaming Nimrod. I think the Nimrod, I don't think they're even 100 mils. I think that's two 180s. It's a dual 180 gun that it fires. It's very, very nasty. And it'll just ignore armor. If it's got armor piercing rounds, which it has. So I'm not even going to mess around with that. I'm just going to shoot it. Right, we've got an ammo explosion on it. It may not be able to. Why is half of my ship missing? What the hell happened there? Jesus Christ. Avoid the wreckage. Go up, done. Clip the flaming ground, Jesus Christ. Oh, god damn it, now we've got the gladiator to contend with. Can't do much now. This flame ballistics beating the crap out of me. Getting me squishy bits. Not as annoying as this flaming Nimrod has been though. Now that these have armor piercing rounds, they are way more annoying. That and they've lessened the effects of armor, it seems. I mean, just by having the enemy have armor piercing, armor is already way less viable now. Basically, just halfway through the playthrough, the strategy I've been using has just completely been upended, which isn't great. We'll get the most valuable stuff out and go for the fuel. And we're getting the crap hit out of us here. We really need to get the hell out of this area right now. And the missile carrier, the aircraft carrier is just completely gone. I mean, we can certainly give it an attempt, but oh wow. Okay. Oh, mind you, there's a reason that's yeah, because these are both basically fuel tankers. Yeah, we can fill these with an insane amount of fuel. We'll have a look into that. We'll go that much. Can at least then get here and maybe rescue this group. Here we've got no more repairs. There were cargo containers in the area. We might have missed them though at this point. No, they're still in the area. Generad Kushan. If we hurry up, we might make it. Oh, kill an Archangel and a Gladiator. We've hit a few of them with bombs, mostly just for Sama though. It's not great. It's not in our favour, I would say this. I'm honestly at this point getting to the point where I'm wondering if I should just consider these strike routes to have served their purpose and to just be lost to me now. Ooh. Right, if I don't kill that gladiator in a second, I will die. Because it is using nothing but armor piercing. That's 4 dual 100mm cannons firing armor piercing. Again, just God knows what the actual fuck the developers were thinking about doing that. Like, the idea of enemies using ammo types is cool and interesting. It's just the armor piercing ammo type is blatantly broken. It literally one-shots me. Yeah, I actually cannot win this fight. I am best off just retreating. No, it's gone. Right, we need the retreat point to be a bit closer. I'm going to try and just burn the engines a bit to get there, but I'll do what I can. Don't you try to bomb me, you git. Come on, don't overheat now. Get out, get out. Thank God for that. The tanker is gonna struggle. It's fast at least. Fairly fast. Have to try and take out that rocket. It's gonna struggle. We retreat. Oh, they're actually chasing me. Yeah, both the Archangel and the Gladiator have been using armor piercing here. And it insta-kills me, yeah. Just abandon. Right, we can't do anything. They've got armor piercing rounds, I've lost. Right, we're gonna sell. And we can just use that as fuel money. We just have to get the Hellfire there. That's all we have to focus on. Get the Hellfire to Kiva. Let's see if we can at least destroy those missile racks there. That Archangel just fired an armor-piercing round that detonated some ammo and ripped half the left side off. Right. Okay. That has to die. And it's lagging like hell. Okay, there we go. Come on, get that, get that. Right, there we go. Let's get some crew protection. Oh, Jesus Christ, what the hell? What was that explosion then? Christ. I mean, I know that the fuel can detonate the detonate something and the ammo could go bad. I think they must have all... I think the fuel and ammo must have gone very quickly and just detonated a bunch of the other stuff, and then they'll have detonated all the ones with long timers, which is unfortunate. God, look at that damage. Hang on. Right, where are we on the map? How far are we to that aircraft carrier? Right, we're out of range of the aircraft carrier. Can I rub that out? Yes, there we go. So, we should repair here, push to there. Oh God. Even with that, we'll barely make it to Narad. Are we going to need another fuel tank on this? Hmm. Things have started messing with the design. Yeah, okay, right, well... Obviously I can't repair that. But I'm going to need to attach some... fuel somewhere. Right. Just put a 2 on the end. Sure. Should just make it, fingers crossed. Yeah. Wow, this can nearly make it as well. Just buy a little bit worth. And there we go. It'll probably get hit by the aircraft carrier, but it's not emitting radar. There's no jammers or anything. It might actually be a fairly stealthy, stealthy ride for it. There we go. Additional fuel if we need. Right. Maybe don't even bother with these. Maybe just go straight here, here, and then start going. Yeah. I think that's the play. Now that we've got extra fuel storage, we can just go straight to Kushan here, which we absolutely should do. There's some behind. Right. Now, the cargo containers we were tracking, we'll have long since missed them at Narad, but we might end up bumping into them over here if we're quick. It's unlikely, but there's a chance. How bad is the Hellfire? A lot of red parts. Oh, for God's sake. There. It's a good question. Should I wait? How much should I wait if I do wait? I mean, if I don't do it now, then we're going to be in range of that aircraft carrier going forwards. And we've got a bunch of missile cruisers to get through. If we are going to repair, we should do it now. We don't have to worry about strike groups coming for me. The strike groups are gone, apart from... yeah, and it's not a Nomad, it's just the call sign, I guess it's Nomad. It is still that aircraft carrier group. So what intel have we got then so far in regards to other things up here? Yeah, it's just aircraft carriers, missile carriers around here. I do think we can just... yeah, there's no worry about strike groups things here. If they do, oh well. The Hellfire is designed to kill those. We should go here. I would be tempted to stop by here for fuel, but though the fuel's cheaper, I don't know how much it's going to cost us in terms of, you know, repairs to the ship if we get damaged in the fight, and so on. But we don't stay here for very long in range of this. We want to get here, refuel and go, because those aircraft could come in and just start pounding our fuel carriers. Right. I will wait out the full repair here, and I think we'll call it an episode then, because I don't think there'll be many opportunities to repair at the end of this. And you can actually see the range getting longer here as it repairs some of the damaged engines. So I think that hopefully damaged engines are actually taken into account in these calculations now, because if you remember if you've seen the first series on this where it was on normal mode, the damaged engines could actually it wouldn't be shown on the fuel calculation, and as you'd be moving, the blue circle would just retreat backwards and you'd suddenly not make it. It would warn you, you'd click on it and it would be within the blue circle but say no fuel. So you'd kind of get a mixed message there. Right. There's probably more cargo containers moving around. We can't chase after them with the Hellfire, not unless we happen to be going in the same direction. Right now, fuel conservation is our top priority. We've got as much as we can from our strike groups, and we've just got to essentially spend that in a meaningful way that allows us to get out of here.
Attention, new target on the radar.
Missile. We're leaving. And it's hit the fuel. God damn it. I didn't want to shoot my own missile out of the sky then. Right, we're in the air now. This will be much easier. Yes. There we are.
Thermal signature detected. Visual contact. Visual contact.
We can't stop. Well, we can't get hit by these. If they hit, they might destroy our logistics freighters here, and might basically destroy our fuel carriers. And if they destroy my fuel carriers, well, we don't make the journey because we only just had enough fuel. So, oh well, this will be interesting. Well, everything was on the ground. So just rain hellfire on them. Hence the name. That one's got armor-piercing rounds. Kill it. Got him. Got him. Ah, there's a Nimrod over there. Few bits and bobs of armor just missing and damaged along the bottom, but no real damage there. Mostly just superficial stuff. We absolutely need to get some protection on. I'm really hoping that the fuel doesn't destroy something valuable, but it did. Right. I'll not land anything now, but could you even land anything here? It doesn't look like it's large enough. I mean, could the Hellfire sit there? Not that you'd put it there, because there's the aircraft carrier right next to us, so we're absolutely not going to attempt any landing. We have plenty of spare parts. When we get to Kiva, all repairs are free as long as we or the shop have the parts. So the Hellfire can sit there. We can probably land it, and it just sit there getting repairs for days, and just start lobbing nukes in the general direction of where we think some of the carriers are. But in the meantime, wow, even all of that fuel will just get us to the fuel storage. That's like 20 grand worth of fuel, Jesus Christ. We'll get to Misaf. We'll not try to go across country. We can kill something else here and maybe use the money to fund future trips. What guns aren't we using? What are spares? That's a spare. That one's a spare. I think both of those are spares, but we've got plenty of cash back though. Yep, that's it. Saving. And when we get to Alma, we will want to get every drop of fuel we can. But I think that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to call it there. Next time, we will move through this area to Ark. And I think that I'll just plan my route. I think we'll probably want to go here. Take out this. Obviously this as well. And then just kind of scurry around. Because then, when we get to Kiva, we should be able to make that distance now that we've got a second fuel freighter. In fact, that's plenty there for now. We'll decide if we're going to... We'll definitely go up here, but then how many areas we go around down here is another question. It may even be worth stopping at a bad just for some repairs while we're outside of the range of most things before coming down and going back round here. But yeah, the more that we clear out, it may even be worth stopping down here if we can spare it. The fuel is cheaper, so it wouldn't be too costly a trip there and back. It might be, instead of being, 20 grand, it might be more like 10. But there and back might not be too bad. And just then pop back round here, get to Kiva. And yeah, just generally speaking, if we can clear out all of this, and we will get a save at Ark. If we can make it to Ark, I mean, hell, making it here, I can probably reload this save if I want, and whatever mistakes we make here, just... I don't think we're going to have made such a massive mistake in the campaign so far as to make it that this is a lost run at the moment. I think as long as we can get this to Kiva, which we should be able to, there's nothing particularly difficult between here and there. The biggest threat was the strike groups, they're gone. And if we clear all of this out, put simply, we land here, we take the reactor. We've got the Gepard, the wingman, the fuel silo, and remember, for each one of the stars on our allies, we get an additional ship. Not for Peter and Dowd though, so... In fact, Dowd isn't even there anymore. I wonder if he's gone off. But, so, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 ships will be given to us, in addition to what we've already got. Right? We can send maybe groups of 3 or 4 just out to each one of these cities. Give them maybe some kind of auxiliary freighter, something that's got some fuel storage and some electronics capabilities, and just have them go from each city to the next along here. So I could send a group out here to here to here and swing round to make sure that if something spawns in the northeast, we've got it covered. We can send a group this way and they can swing down here to spot any group that spots down there, and then maybe 2 groups this way, one that goes north, one that goes south, so northwest, southwest, and just get these areas covered. And then we've at least got an early warning system in place there, and the moment that we detect anything on an E-lint at Kiva, we just lob A100 ends at it, followed by a ton of nukes. Just a bunch, like 2 or 3 KH-15s immediately thereafter. And just obliterate them. So it may even, as I say, it may even be worth just kitting out maybe the wingman to just sit here stationary with just a giant stash of nukes attached to it, ready to just react to anything that might be coming, and just swat them. But all things to think about. I think we made the right choice getting rid of the strike groups. Now that everything's just smacking me with armor piercing, I think the strike groups wouldn't have even made it past the garrisons here. I think it was the smart idea to sell them for fuel. I probably should have sold the Wasp and the tanker that was with it just for fuel. Just sell them for parts, get the fuel. But again, we've got plenty of saves on this run. I think if anything goes wrong, we can just reload an earlier save here and correct anything. I don't think there's any major mistakes on this run that would prevent me from finishing that can't be corrected by loading up to an earlier save. But with that in mind, I think we do have a decent run here. If we can clear this out before we get to Kiva, I think I would actually fancy my chances of success here. Thank you very much for watching though, and I'll see you in the next episode.